Welcome, listeners. This is episode number 55 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are joined this week by your hosts, Mr. Ayrton Tracy. What? No, not Mr. Ayrton Tracy. That was last week. Bad Mr. Budget Pedal Chap. You are joined this week by...
Are you reading from a script?
Maybe. Now, you are joined by Mr. Matt Quine, as you can hear. Say hi, Matt.
Hello. Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt. And you're joined by Mr. Paul Mason. It's been so long.
Hey.
What's up, man?
Quite a lot. But we won't go there.
Indeed, yeah. I mean, it's been no secret that there are some health issues and that it's not always plain sailing. But,
No.
I mean, you're on the up and you're here on the cast once again. So,
Yep.
welcome back, buddy.
That's saying like things are on the up. Was it about 2 weeks ago? I actually managed to get up with my old band and play, I think it was 5 songs.
Oh, rock and roll?
Yeah, it was brilliant. After 2.5 years, it was an amazing feeling.
Yeah. It's like riding a bike as well, isn't it? Keep falling off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd
No,
love
I know what you're getting at. Once you get back on there, it's like you've never been away.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great feeling as well. The feeling of playing live. There's very few that you can do with your pants on that are better than that.
Yeah.
So what have we been up to this week, guys? Matt, you've got like an absolute shed load of stuff, ain't you?
Yeah, so, spoiler alert, we're recording this before, like, the week that it's... So, like, the week before the week this is released.
Yeah, I believe I explained that to the listeners last week.
Okay.
But just for those who were not aware... last week. For those who aren't aware, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap is going on his Budget Pedal Hollybobs. And that means that we are literally smashing the casts this week. So we're doing one after another, which means that this one kind of was recorded the night after episode 54.
Yeah, so this week I am a sound engineer at a festival. This is the first time I've been employed as a sound engineer rather than just somebody who ends up doing the sound engineer's job because he didn't turn up. But I'm basically running a festival stage, and because it's like in the middle of a field and I work for the sound and lighting company who are doing 2 of the stages, I've been there building stages, putting in all the lighting and all the sound, and one of the stages is in a barn, so there's all the issues that come with being in an echoey building made of tin.
Yes, I can imagine there's quite a few, yeah.
The other one is outside in a teepee-style marquee.
Nice.
So again, there are issues with sound in there, but we've mostly sorted them. I'm going back in the morning to make sure that we're ready for the 2 o'clock tomorrow kickoff time. But yeah, so I've been working there non-stop for like the last 2.5 days. I managed today on the stage inside of TP, which is the one I'm going to be doing the sound on. There are 6 guitar amps for the people to choose from.
Nice.
One of the local charities over here, Soundcheck, who do a lot of teaching for children. They provide instruments to the kids and amps and stuff. Have provided some amps that are on the stage. Personally, I wouldn't use any of them, having tried them all today.
Like classic solid state things from the 90s.
We've got a Marshall valve state.
Oh, they're not too bad.
Marshall advanced valve state, whatever that means.
They're much worse. Yeah. If you've got the V, I think it was the VS series, they're pretty good. But the AVT series, utter shite.
Yeah, the AVT was terrible. The valve state was the one that I might have used. Then we've got a 100-watt Line 6 Spider 2 head.
Oh, yes. You are getting into tonal nirvana now.
Without a cab, so that was plugged into the back of one of the other amps. So they have there's no cab, but some of the other amps are combos.
Yeah.
So you can plug it into the back of one of the combos with a speaker cable. So I tried that through.
Are they rated at 100 watts though? Can you? Is it safe?
It worked.
It will work, but if you turn it up past a certain point, the speakers go bye-bye.
I didn't look, to be honest with you. In fact, no, because I plugged it into the back of a Valve State 50.
Okay, but there you go.
So that was 212 Valve State 50. And then there's a Carlsbro, who are not an amp manufacturer that I know much about.
Don't they make
but it was a
beer?
No, not Carlsberg, Carlsbro. And it's a 25-watt solid-state amp that sounded like turd.
Well, there you
Carlsbro were a pretty big manufacturer in the 70s and 80s, I think.
Yeah. No, I am just jesting, and I have heard of Carlsbro, but being the age that I am, will never have had a chance to play a Carlsbro.
Yeah, well, this is not a very good example of one.
Yeah.
And then there's two bass amps. One of them is unbranded. That's how confident the person who's made it is in it. It's a wedge, so you can either stand it up or rock it back. It's a 112, I think. But I've no idea, and it just sounded turd with the bass that they left us to check, do some line checking with. And then the other one is a 212 Trace Elliott cab that was best left in the 90s.
But I mean, if your options are Trace Elliott or generic bass amp wedge,
I mean, my option would be bring me own.
Yeah. Sans amp DI, just go straight in.
So the drummer from my band is on this stage with one of his other bands.
Oh, cool, yeah.
And I've already messaged him to tell him to get the guitarists and the bassist to bring their own amps.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, they do provide you stuff. It's all turd.
Yeah, no one will be happy with that result with that. Fucking hell.
But so that's what I've been doing today. So I took my SG down to play through those, and then they lent us a Squier P bass, and I did some line checking, but I am not a bassist in any shape of the term. I used a plectrum and was frowned at by the other guy who works for the company. He's like, "What do you use the plectrum on a bass for?" And I was like, "Because I play the guitar."
Yeah, because bass is for sissies, and I'm a guitar man.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've also spent a lot of time with those Fletcher blends in that SG. I've barely put it down. I've been plugging it in most days.
Yeah.
I love them. I think that might gig with me on a regular basis from now on.
I'm so glad. I am just because I mean the Fletcher blend set have lived within a vacuum for me, and I've absolutely loved them. But I just wanted to make sure that they were as awesome as I think they are, and that I'm like hugely confident in Fletcher's pickups anyway. But it's just the fact that I've given you the recommendation and it turned out good. I'm buzzing on that. Absolutely buzzing.
And because I put Ernie Ball strings on, they're probably not going to last much longer. So I've got a gig this weekend, which will probably be the last time I play that guitar with 8s on it. I'll probably then send it for a full setup and I'll get elixir coated 10s on it.
Yes.
And we'll go from there.
Get some actual beefy tone out of them.
Yeah.
Mind you, that being said, Billy Gibbons uses 7s, doesn't he?
Yeah, but he's a magician.
He's a tonal wizard. He's got to be a wizard with that beard, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's got the tone beard. He doesn't need your pedal.
I see.
He's got it all there.
That's it.
All there in his beard.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it was like he used to play really thick strings, and then he was at a gig with BB King, and asked if he could play Lucille, because why the fuck wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And it had really light strings on, and he says, "Well, BB, how'd you get that like such a fat tone?" And he's just like, "I don't ever want to work harder than I have to." It's like, yeah, right on.
Yeah, it's one way to look at it.
It worked for BB. It's working for Billy Gibbons. I don't think it has worked for me, to be honest, but who knows?
I tried a set of 8s once.
Yeah.
And I had a set of 8s and went through about 6 high E strings in a week.
Damn.
And I immediately went, nah, going back to 9s. And then after another week of snapping the high E string, I went, right, let's try 10s.
Yeah. 10s is where it's at, man. 10s is where it's at.
I was 8s for years. The reason I had some 8s at my dad's house was because when I used to have my Strat that I keep telling Budget Pedal Chap that I hated the bridge pickup on, I used to use 8s.
Well, again, we've already kind of taken our little detective hats out and figured out why you probably hated the bridge sound. But the clues are just, it's insurmountable evidence now, isn't it?
Yeah, that I need to try a proper Strat bridge pickup.
Yeah, well, I mean,
in a Strat with a hardtail and no trem system and a maple cap and a ebony board.
This is very specific, Matthew.
You've pretty much just described a Gibson Les Paul there.
But with 3 single coils.
There you go, yeah.
And a slightly
bit of an
different
abomination.
shape. Yeah, you want to see it when it comes.
A slightly different shape.
Yeah. For Apple, we may have been getting on a little bit of a bolt guitars kick. And at the end, the end of last podcast, I may have slipped that, and I fell victim to the £99 Ascent pre-order as well.
So you bought yourself a £99 Flying V.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh,
nice.
So yeah, and like directly after that, on the last cast, I mentioned this actually. I watched a video from James Hetfield of Metallica saying, the only guitar that I ever wanted when I was kind of starting out was a white Flying V because of the Scorpions and because of Judas Priest. And when I finally got it, it was really awkward to play. I'm like, no.
Yeah. Are they not supposed to be like really neck heavy, them things?
No, apparently they slide off your body because there's not much body in contact with you. Because
they're almost impossible to play sitting down.
No, apparently they're supposed to be quite comfortable sitting down because you can wedge the legs of the V. Kind of.
Yeah, but if you put the V on your right leg, then your strumming arm has to twist. You have to twist your whole body to get your strumming arm onto the string.
I don't mind twisting while having a bit of a strum. Whatever will get you there, Matt. Whatever will get you there.
Anyway.
So yeah, that happened. We'll have to see what happens with that one. Yeah, the good thing about these Ascent pre-orders is that, well, like any Bolt pre-order, is it takes a little bit of time before you get it. So you can kind of mentally prepare yourself for it. I'm already kind of psyching up for the next Fletcher set that's gonna be finding its way into it. Blends 2. That's all I'm saying, Fletch. Blends 2. The sequel.
Have you actually played these Bolt guitars?
I have at the Birmingham Guitar Show.
Are they actually any good considering the price?
Yeah, they're lovely.
Not ones where you have to you buy it for 99 quid and then spend 300 quid getting it set up.
Oh no. I mean, the one that I played in the Birmingham Guitar Show was their Chaos, which was a Les Paul kind of shape. And the one that I played had bare knuckle aftermath setting or something like that. So like super gainy, but it was running through a Marshall Origin not an Origin, sorry, the Code, Marshall Code head through headphones as well. So, I mean, the sound wasn't incredibly inspiring, and
I can imagine.
I did tell Chris that the Code wasn't doing his guitars any justice, but yeah, it played wonderfully. And from what I could tell, it sounded pretty spot on too. But yeah, I think the idea behind the like stock bolt stuff is that you can buy it stock, and then they're pretty cheap, and like whatever upgrades you want to do to it, you can either get them upgraded through Bolt, who stock like Hipshot stuff and Goto stuff and Sprezzo and all these kind of pretty big name upgrades, or you can get it stock and then do it yourself. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do with it, if it needs that at all, anyway. Because I think
that'll probably be my thing as well. Get it stock and play about with it yourself.
Yeah. It's part of the fun, isn't it? Pissing about with the guitar yourself.
I love the built not bought philosophy.
Yeah. I mean, they just chatting to Chris and just how enthusiastic he was about the whole operation, and just like where he was coming from with it as well. It just really inspired me, and which is why I've now got 2 on order. So
just whilst we're on the subject of Bolt guitars, I just opened Facebook and he's just posted.
Okay.
He's got 5 Zebra Wood double cut Les Paul Junior styles with 1 neck pickup for £59 plus postage.
Oh, okay. Oh. Did you hear, like, just very quietly in the background, my wallet was crying?
like literally.
Yeah.
That £59 plus postage.
Oh. And the postage, I think I paid something like £8 for my postage. So.
And there's no knobs, so he has wired the pickup to the output jack.
Yeah, I mean that's your ideal thing there, isn't it, Matt?
Yeah, so that's genius.
So yeah, I think Matt, it's down to you to buy one of those now. So
I'd love to, but I've got to have a root canal in the morning, which will take up the last of my money till payday.
Hey, yeah.
I'd rather have a guitar.
I think I get paid tomorrow as well, so I can't buy 3 of the fuckers.
You can.
Well, I mean, theoretically I can, yes, but
or you could buy me one.
That ain't gonna happen. So yeah, I think we've essed a little of Bolt's D this week, so we're gonna leave it there because I mean, he's not paying me to do this, so we've got some news to get through as well. So this week, I say this week as if it's not the same week as last week. This week there was a little bit of controversy on the internet, and this is a topic that we need to tread very lightly on.
Fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters. So, TC Electronic, a good, wholesome family brand, a household name in the guitar electronics kind of circles. They received a little hot water this week over a certain tone print from a certain gentleman from a satirical, misogynistic, over the top
parody band.
Yes. So Steel Panther Satchel had a tone print on the flashback. And
yeah,
we're not going to go into what it was called, but it rhymed with Schmushy Schmelter. So yeah. This is a tone print that was. I remember seeing the kind of the product video of it actually, and it was about a year ago. So for those who don't know Steel Panther and have been living under a rock, they are kind of very, very over the top, very kind of 80s lifestyle. Kind of rock and roll. They're all very very good musicians in their own right, very accomplished. But their whole shtick is kind of 80s excess. So songs like Asian Hooker and
My Cocker's Community Property.
Yes. So I think, like, if you know who Steel Panther are, you kind of know what to expect.
They're just the 80s pushed to 11. Like, just over the top. Exactly what that kind of scene was back then. But rather than them singing about God giving rock and roll to us, they're singing about the lifestyle that bands used to lead in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, it's all like very satirical. It's all very kind of parody. But it's played very straight. And it can be difficult to distinguish where the parody and the satire ends, and where it just becomes kind of a little bit too close to the topic. And I think that's what kind of happened with this one. So the tone print has a kind of offensive name, and the description, the product description of it as well, really didn't help.
No, but like the biggest problem for me about this was every single news article said TC offensive pedal name. It's not a pedal name. The pedal is called the Flashback. This is a tone print name within the pedal that 99% of people who own the pedal won't have even seen this tone print.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 99% of the people.
And all of a sudden, TC, not Steel Panther, but people are having a go at TC for releasing a pedal that doesn't even exist.
Well, yeah, they're having a go because TC allowed this to kind of be released.
And it's 12 months down the line as well. Why didn't this happen at the time?
Yeah. So to kind of give a bit more of the story, the online petition to have this thing removed was it was kind of spearheaded by two members of two different bands who took offence to the name and took offence to the thing, stating that it was a sexist name, and it was kind of promoting the boys' club image of guitar playing, and it basically built up a huge controversy. And within a couple of days of that petition being released, TC removed the tone print and issued an apology as well for any offence that may have been caused. So TC doing everything by the book, pretty much, keeping everyone happy. However,
I think it's a shame that TC have had to issue an apology. I mean, like you say, it's not like Steel Panther are going to apologise for it, but why should TC be taking the brunt for something that one of their users has done? I mean, it could have been absolutely anybody. If it wasn't Steel Panther, somebody else could have come up with something similar.
Yeah, but it was an artist's one, so TC had their hand in the creation of this. So it was more endorsed than like any old Tom, Dick and Harry's tone print. But yeah, like you say, it weren't TC who spearheaded that. It was very much the choice of Satchel and the choice of Steel Panther. And as you did say, they ain't going to be apologising for anything. They entirely build their career pretty much on not only like being able to play the music which is kind of the peak of its virtuosity, which was very 80s thing, but also they kind of thrive on the controversy of it all as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're not going to be getting any apologies from the guys at Steel Panther. But I did a little bit of research into this, and the guy from Spectre Sound Studios, Glenn Fricker, had an opinion on this, and I thought that was a very interesting opinion. So he mentioned that the petition was started by one band in particular, and then proceeded to show the video of one of that band's like music videos, and it was quite a provocative video. There was kind of simulated acts going on in the video, and he kind of wrapped it all up with it's easier to bitch about something than to be creative, or something along those lines. And was very much saying that the whole process was a publicity storm to kind of bring notoriety to these two bands, rather than it being about the social justice of this tone print happening.
Well, it does sound like it. I mean, it all sounds very hypocritical.
It's difficult to say, isn't it? And there's nothing that says that those two things can't be mutually beneficial things as well. You could really despise the social justice going on, and also want to get your band noticed. I think that's where we're going to leave that one for today, because I think we've managed to broach the subject and talk about it without getting down any further controversy, because it's another one of those eggshell topics, isn't it? Much like when certain companies were being investigated for price fixing.
Yeah.
Which we still haven't let out that it was almost.
Name redacted.
Yeah.
Name redacted. Name redacted.
Yeah, it's all right. I edit the thing. I can take out any illegal hot water that we do. So onto slightly more cheerful and chirpier news. Gibson, way!
Woo!
I know we're all Gibson fans here, aren't we?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
I like a Gibson that's done well.
I own two of them, and they are definitely guitars. So
Mucho correctness there.
Gibson have now released the information on the 2019 range, which is cool. So I think the statement before I got to read the actual range was that Gibson were looking at honing the ranges to cut the crap and really focus their ranges. So let's read off some of the ranges this year. So the Les Paul. I'm going to start from the bottom and move the way up. So we've got a junior double cut, which is awesome, like in the standard range. If that comes in at like 500 to 600 quid, that's going to be just an absolute wicked seller.
Yep.
Because I think the double cut is something that's like really hot at the moment. So that falls within the Les Paul range. We've got the Studio Tribute, which I'm assuming takes over from what was just called the Tribute.
Faded. No. Isn't that where the Faded was? The Studio Faded was the bottom range last year.
Yeah, I assume they've got rid of that, because just above that was the Tribute range, which I assume the Studio Tribute would take over for.
But they've still got the Tribute.
What?
In the 2019 lineup, they've still got the Tribute.
Have they?
Yeah.
So they've got.
I've got the 29.
They've got the Studio Tribute and the Tribute.
Yep, so they've got the Studio Tribute,
Okay.
which I think has taken over from the Faded,
Okay.
Studio Faded. Then they've got the Tribute. Then they've got the Studio.
Yeah, they've got the Studio. Then Classic,
Yep.
Trad.
No, Standard is before Trad.
Is it?
In this, it's saying the order goes Studio Tribute, Tribute, Studio, Classic, Standard, Traditional, High Performance.
Okay. I had it the other way around, but
That's what they're saying. They think it'll be price-wise.
okay. But from just the Les Pauls, we can note that no, Gibson, you have not been cutting the crap.
No, you've not streamlined it in any way, shape, or form.
No, you've just changed the fucking names.
And added a double cut junior.
Yeah. I mean that is legitimately a good idea.
Yeah, rather than having the only way to get that as a custom shop.
Yeah. I think because, like I say, I'm seeing lots and lots more people asking for the double cut these days, and wondering why there isn't like a readily available one. And Gibson have listened, which really makes a change.
It's a rarity in itself.
Indeed. So we've got the SG lineup, which we've got. Let's see if I can get this one right. So Standard Tribute. Tribute.
Yeah. No, there's no Tribute.
Sorry. Standard Tribute. Standard.
Yeah.
Standard 612.
This one just says Standard 6.1, but it might be missing the 2.
Yeah, maybe. I assume Standard 61 makes more sense. And High Performance.
Yep.
So, 4 SGs. Nice.
Yep. Which is more than likely. I think there was just the 2 last year, wasn't there?
No, there was more than that. I'm sure there was the tributes. There was I don't think they did a Studio, but they did the Standard. They did the High Performance. So I think they've increased that line as well. And then we've got a Flying V, we've got an Explorer, we've got a 335, a 355, a 235, a 335 dot, a 275 thin line. So
You've missed out the Firebird.
have I? Oh shit, mate.
There's 2 Firebirds. There's a normal and there's a Tribute Firebird.
Oh, a Tribute Firebird, because they did like a Studio Firebird last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a normal and a Tribute.
Okay.
So where they got this, we're condensing our range and cutting them.
Yeah, I think they've really misinterpreted the word like streamlining.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have used some dictionary that said streamlining means massively expanding, because that range seems ridiculous.
I mean, bear in mind though, this is the same company whose CEO turned around and said, the reason we're in such financial difficulty is because of the shops.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Sorry, what?
that was a very silly manoeuvre from Henry, weren't it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a muppet.
Allegedly.
Just a muppet.
Yes. I think we can get away with that one. But yeah, I mean, there's some pretty cool stuff in there. I haven't seen any of the standards.
Pretty sure you missed some of the Hollow Body stuff as well.
Did I?
What have you got written down for the Hollow
So
Body
I've
stuff?
got a 335. So your standard 335. I've got a 355.
Yeah.
235.
No, I haven't got a 2. I've got a 325.
Have you? Maybe this is me.
But
I mean, to be fair, I wrote this when I was very tired.
But what you've missed is that there's 3 different models of the 335.
Well, I've got the 335 and the 335 dot.
So there's a 335, 335 dot, and a 335 P90.
Oh shit, man! I think I'm all about that life.
You
Then
missed
325.
a P90, Adam.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
And what the hell is a 275 thin line, by the way?
fucked if I know, mate. I'm just reading numbers. Sounding more like Ibanez these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
275, is that not sort of similar to the Birdland that Ted Nugent uses?
That's a 175, that is.
Yeah, no, that's a 175. I just thought it might have been a similar sort of guitar.
I mean, potentially. I don't know. It's so hard keeping track of these Gibsons, isn't it? I mean, there's like 9 different versions of just the Les Paul. So, right. So, I mean, we have ascertained that there's quite a few models. But one of the things that
Just want to take.
yeah, there's choice. You can choose from loads. But one of the things apparently that was being bitched about last year was the cases that they came in. It was like this massive kind of aluminium fronted case, which when you took the protective cellophane off the front, they would scratch and dent, and it'd just look absolutely knackered within weeks of you having it. And they've changed this to like a fitted, molded black plastic case. So apparently that's something that Gibson fans wanted. I mean, bring back the old days where it had like those brown kind of leather, faux leather cases. They're absolutely wicked.
The vinyl leatherette.
Yeah, they're absolutely wicked. I mean, my Les Paul's got one of them, and it's an old enough Les Paul. It's like 2000-ish, and the case is absolutely shagged. Like corners missing from the vinyl, and you can see the wood at some points, but it's still working and it looks fantastic.
I've got a fake one of those for my Epi SG. It's an unbranded case, and it's got that, but it's got like an even cheaper, tackier vinyl version.
Nice.
But it's great because the vinyl is so tough and old that when it breaks, it literally flaps away and then flaps back again. It doesn't like tear away.
Nice.
So there's just loads of bits where if you flick it, it'll come out and go straight back again, but it won't, like, it doesn't tear all the way off. Yeah. Which reminds me, I need to find out whether that fits fits the vintage, because if it does,
oh, it will.
Then I've got a hard case for the vintage.
Oh, it will. Definitely will. I need to hear the vintage blends through your stereo rig, man.
I should have that on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which reminds me, I need to go and get my other amp. I need to go and get my second amp. Okay.
Of course.
Remember.
But
I'm going to write that down.
Not right now, we're podcasting.
No, I'm just going to write down that I need to go and do it.
So, Gibson's range this year, what are we thinking? Are we thinking that they are steering their way out of financial trouble? Or
seems as convoluted as ever.
Yeah. It seems like, they thought, this year's been a pretty bad one. What should we do? Change absolutely nothing. We'll just.
I mean, let's remember that the guitar division is a profit-making division. It's not in the problem that some of the other parts of Gibson are making.
Yeah,
but I think
you keep spoiling my joy there, Matt. You keep.
But I think we need to just make sure that we are transparent and open and actually look at things. Like Gibson are thinking, guitars were profitable last year.
Yeah, let's do
more of the same.
Yes, do the same. And
I think they could be more profitable.
Well.
I think they could be more profitable if they did streamline it.
Yeah.
But I think they're probably thinking, we've got enough on our plate with everything else that's going on.
Yeah. Let's not fuck with it. Let's not fuck with the.
Let's just do what we did with the 2018s, rename a couple of them and choose a couple of different colours.
Yeah, as long as they're not going back to 2015, we're all sorted.
Yeah.
And what I want to see is that Gary Clark Jr. in my motherfucking local shop. So
good luck with
Gibson, make it happen. So let's move it on. This is another kind of snammy thing, but I don't think we mentioned it. So MXR releasing three things, which is actually just one thing. So
cryptic.
They're releasing a Phase 90 and a carbon copy with limited edition graphics, but exactly the same circuits. So I'm discounting that as not being real news. Just for those who want to know more about that, it's
pretty one.
Yeah, they're designed from a UK based kind of art conglomerate. called I Love Dust. I'd never heard of them, but it kind of harks back to the cover of Desiree the Gears by Cream.
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of got that kind of psychedelic thing going on. It's a bit more kind of neon-y looking. They look pretty nice, but the fact that they are actual just normal carbon copies and Phase 90s, it's not all that exciting. But the one thing that is motherfunky exciting is the Dynacomp Deluxe. So the Dynacomp usually has got 2 knobs. Output and sensitivity, I think, which some would argue not enough.
I mean, I don't know. I don't play country.
Where do you start with that? Come on. I use a compressor for the entire time that I'm playing.
I didn't realise you were a country. Oh, Telecasters, of course, you're a country player.
Massive cunt.
I mean, mine is
guitarist,
the replayer.
Yeah. I am man vagina. No.
Sorry, I'll stop being facetious.
Yes. It's definitely that and not sexist. Definitely. I don't know if we're allowed to say the C word these days.
I didn't say it.
Country player.
I implied it.
Yeah, and that's the foggy groan there. So Dynacomp Deluxe, it has got a clean blend, which is awesome. Every comp should have one. It's got a tone, an output, a sensitivity, but it's also got an attack switch. So
I've got a compressor with an attack switch.
Oh, do you?
I've got a Digitech main squeeze.
Oh, cool.
That's got attack. It lives in the bottom of my stuff box.
Honestly, you need to figure out the joys of compression. Compression is glorious.
I used it. You remember the gig I said I did in a barn where the drummer was off to one side?
Okay, yeah.
About 8 weeks ago. I used it there because we started putting some stuff that I needed clean sounds for.
Yeah.
But it shat itself.
Oh.
So I put it back in the box.
So what you meant to say is you've got a broken Digitech main squeeze.
It worked for 2 songs, and then the third time I turned it on, it just sucked all of the sound out of my guitar.
Yeah. No, ideally you want a compressor that doesn't do that. So perhaps this Dynacomp is for you.
I mean, like I say, I don't play country, so if I'm buying a compressor pedal, it'll be like 40 quid, so I'll get a Moore Yellow Comp.
Oh, they are good, though. They are good. I do like the Yellow Comp. Based on the Ross compressor, I believe.
Who's Ross? As in the guy from Friends?
Yeah. Once he finished with Friends, like after season 10, he started making compressors. Really good. Knobhead.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. I don't think they've got any prices on the new Dynacomp. But if I remember rightly, they did a Dynacomp Mini which had a few more options on it. So I don't know what this does that doesn't. And I'm not going to do any research, so that's where we're going to leave that one for today. Final bit of news. Full Tone, the people who make that obsessively compulsive drive, yeah. Basically the one of the most ubiquitous drives in existence at the moment. They also make other pedals.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they just make different. They make like version 1 through to 7 of the
the OCD.
That's it. Yeah. So I hear. I think it's Mike Fuller, the guy who runs Full Tone. Bit of an arsehole, allegedly.
Just to put it out there, this is as offensive to people with mental health as the Tone print is. Calling something OCD, it's not politically correct, and they shouldn't do it.
You're not the first person to have mentioned that, believe it or not.
So all those people that were whinging about the TC one either whinge about this or shut your goddamn mouth.
Well, yeah, I mean, we had a little...
Let's have a bit of equality in this.
Yeah. We had a little chat before the cast, and we mentioned Way Huge and their massive lob-on pedal and all these names.
A hard-on or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that Z-Vex is the super hard-on.
Well, they all need to, you can't have a go at TC and not have a go at all these other companies for their misogynistic stuff or their anti-mental health stuff. At the end of the day, it's a pedal, get over it.
Yeah, you're stamping on it and it makes sounds go.
Just wipe the sand out of your vagina and get on with your life.
I think if the tone print didn't get them, that comment will. Shit, me. So, back onto full tone before this ship crashes. I will steer it.
He's going down already.
That's it. The thoughts and opinions of Mr. Matt Quine do not necessarily reflect those of the Fret Talk podcast. There we go, sorted.
Even when they do.
So, full tone, full drive V2. So, it's based on the 1990s full drive, which has got the JRC 4558 chip in it, which means fuck all to most people. I've got a bunch of them living under my bed at the moment. So, I mean, if Full Tone wants to buy some pretty cheap,
JRC 455 chip, was that not the one from the Tube Screamer?
It was, yeah.
One of its iterations.
And that's why I've got a few of them living under my bed. Because I went on a mission to build a Tube Screamer. Yeah, and then...
I feel like I'm way out of my depth.
Essentially, it's like this... It's a magical...
Is it a mid-hump?
It's a magical chip, yeah, that it's basically an op-amp. Is it dual op-amp? I don't know. Basically, it makes the sound go grrr. And this specific one was supposed to be magical because it's the one that the old Ibanez Tube Screamers used to having. So yeah,
the 808s or the 9s?
9.
Both, I think. I honestly can't tell you. Ask Stuart Tate. He'll know. He's clever.
Yeah, but he'll say something along the lines of, "I'll have to listen to the full current Arctic Monkeys album before it happens to me."
Well, that's a small price to pay.
I'd rather not know.
It's too large a price. So yeah, this full tone, full drive it's got these magic chips from way back yonder. It's smaller.
Magic chips.
Yeah, magic chips.
I miss chips.
Yeah, Fit Talk, innit? We haven't talked Fit Talk this week.
I ran 9k at the weekend, with intervals of walking. But yeah, I did further than what I've been doing in the past, so it's still going good.
Yeah, wicked.
Back to Fret Talk.
I mean, you'll be proud of me. I did some core exercises this week. I did leg extension lifts, and I did crunches. And for the past 3 days, my stomach has felt like I've punished it.
Yeah, we've been doing some of those stuff at the rugby training, and just trying to do planks and single leg raises and all of that nonsense. It's just then I feel in pain for a week.
Yeah. And that is the punishment that you have to go through for your body to say exercise is bad. I mean,
just talking about it's hurting me.
Yeah, generally speaking, it's good for you, but it's bad.
Yeah, bad.
So back onto the full tone, full drive. I'm sure we're all
with the magic chips.
Magic chips, yeah. It's smaller. It's got volume, tone, drive 1, drive 2, and a drive 2 volume on a smaller one of those kind of Moore style knobs. 918 volt input, so you can run it with more headroom. Oh, pardon me. You can run it with more headroom. It's also got 2 3-way switches, so one for each pedal, essentially.
Are they on the outside or the inside?
Oh, yeah, they're on the outside.
Okay, good.
I had a really cheap pedal called the K-Line Angry Cactus or something like that. Dirty Cactus. Something about a cactus. No, it weren't. It was a cacti, weren't it? Because it was multiple cactuses. Yeah, which was basically a clone of this. And that had... Because you basically got... The one is like a boost that runs into then your main drive. And it's got the same kind of setup. So switch 1 is comp cut, flat mids, and vintage. So comp cut, no clipping diodes, flat mids, some clipping diodes, and then vintage, some other clipping diodes maybe. So basically like different flavors. And then switch 2 is your boost basically. So wide, standard, and clipped. So yeah, very much to Crazy Cactus, was it? I don't know. I'm taking potlucks now.
I'm pretty sure I don't know, and I'm not sure if Paul knows, but I'm gonna guess no.
The Crazy Cacti. I think it was K-Line Crazy Cacti. And I bought it because
was that part of the Crazy Frog range?
No, it was like metallic green. It was a bit like the carbon copy, the original one, not the fancy graphic one. And it weren't too bad. It was just a bit dark sounding. Whereas I assume the full tone will probably be a bit better. But yeah, like smaller version. What we saying about this one, guys? Do you give two shits about the full tone full drive?
I mean, I've heard of the original one.
Yeah.
But it's not a pedal that I've tried. My issue is there's so many drive pedals out there that kind of once you find the one that's for you, you tend to either stop looking or just buy cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's move on to our final segment. We're going to move on to questions. Questions. I feel we can steal that now because it's no longer being used. So, this is the hot topic. Squier or Epiphone? Our overlord Sai asks. Squier or Epiphone? So, what are our thoughts on this one?
I think you know which way I go on that.
So, yeah, we've got one for Epiphone, yep.
No.
Okay, so yours is clearly the Squier. You own two Squiers. You've got your Showmaster and your Sparkle Caster.
Yeah.
Which are both fine instruments.
Yeah. Both much as fun.
I'm assuming you are going the road of Squier also?
See, I have an issue. Like when I was talking at the start of this cast, I was like, no, it's definitely Squier. And when Si asked the question, it's like, definitely Squier. And then I thought, and I'm like, all right, I own 3 Squiers at the moment. 2 of them are Affinity Strats that I haven't plugged in donkey's years, so they don't really count. So I've got the Squier Pink Sparkle. And to me, the Squier are the ultimate modding guitars at the low end, and the classic vibes and the vintage modifieds are great guitars in their own right.
Oh yeah,
You might want to do some modding to them. But then I think, well, actually, what do I own that I play at the moment? And I play the Sparkle Squier.
Yep.
I play my Epiphone Explorer.
Uh-huh.
And then by my bed is my Epiphone SG. Now, okay, it's not really an Epiphone anymore because the person before me snapped the headstock off it and I replaced the neck on it because it was a bolt-on neck. So it's not a true Epiphone SG. Were they 320s, the bolt-ons? I can't remember.
310, I think.
310.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, it's still got all the hardware and all the pickups and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's half an Epi at least.
Yeah. And I still... So, really, on the front of what do I use on a regular basis, Epiphone win like 1.5 to 1.
That's pretty good. So that's like 66%, is it?
But my big issue comes when you throw in the Epiphone Les Paul, which is the standard for Epiphone. Most of what Epiphones sell is either going to be a Dot or it's going to be a Les Paul.
Yep.
My big issue with the Epiphone Les Paul is they feel awful because there's too much lacquer on them.
Oh, man.
I cannot stand Epiphone Les Pauls. I've played in excess of 20 of them.
I thought you were going to say in excess of 2.
No. I must have played loads of them. And every single time you pick it up and you go, it's not a Gibson, is it? Whereas when you pick up a Squier Classic Vibe, you don't go, oh, it's not a Fender, is it?
To be honest, I prefer the classic vibes to a lot of what Fender release. So
exactly my point. But you've never ever heard somebody say this Epiphone is better than a Gibson.
Yeah, well, this Epiphone Les Paul plus top. Oh, it's just better than a Les Paul standard. Like no, it's not.
Yeah,
mind you, they're full weight, whereas the Gibsons these days, they put bloody holes in them, don't they?
But like all of the stuff you get on, like look at all the videos you get online. Like people always talk about Classic Vibe as being better than Mexican.
Yeah.
And then when Knob Cheese from Andertons or any of that lot get involved with
offend them all this week.
Whenever them lot get involved with their highest price Epiphone versus lowest priced Gibson, every single time they pick the Gibson.
They'll get like a faded
without fail. Without fail. Whereas when they do the Squier versus the Fender, the Classic Vibe beats the Mexican every time.
Yeah.
So, Squier is better than Epiphone. Not like over the head with a guitar, just like their
sorry, mister.
Quality.
I do better.
Now who's being offensive?
Yeah. I imagine that's how the Mexican Fenders speak. But they've been replaced now, haven't they? So we'll see what
they have, and we'll wait and see. But if we go by what you can buy in a store right this second,
I to be honest, I thought this would be an Epiphone lynching. So I was ready to argue the point, and I'm glad that you argued the point there for Epiphone, and then counteracted it with the fact that Squiers are better. But yeah, I'm going to kind of...
Yeah, well, they just are.
Well, I mean, I had an Epi Les Paul, and from when it was dated, I think it might have been a Korean one. So notably a little bit better than the ones that are kind of floating about these days. However, I used that Epi Les Paul for about 4 or 5 years gigging. I also had like a backup Epi Les Paul, which I would use gigging as well. I then moved on to a Mexican Fender, because I was playing kind of blues and funk and that kind of stuff. And since, I mean, if I look at what I've currently got, I've got a Squier Affinity Strat, which was my first ever Squier, first ever guitar. I also own a Protone Telly, which is one of their Korean made tellies. Up until probably about a year ago, I had a Classic Vibe Telly as well. Whereas I don't own any Epiphones anymore, because I've like I said, I've got the two Gibsons. I've got the Les Paul Standard and the Midtown Custom. It was pretty much when I got the Gibson Les Paul Standard, I got rid of my Epiphone Les Paul Standard because I felt I don't need both.
Yeah.
It basically superseded it. And I think you kind of hit the nail on the head with it, that actually in certain situations you might go for a Squier over a Fender, wherein very, very few situations that you're going to go for an Epiphone over a Gibson.
And I think just before we do end, I think there might be a situation where that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's probably the hollow body stuff, the likes of the Dot and the Casino.
Oh, yes.
The Epiphone stuff there is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the stuff, and like, I'm not sure about the last 5-10 years worth of stuff, but the 90s Dots and the 90s Casinos are absolutely fantastic guitars.
Yeah, I mean,
my first band, the other guitarist had an Epi Casino, and I tried to buy it off him several times because it's just amazing. Had a great finish on it, and it just played wonderfully.
Yeah. I'd agree with that, actually. Me and Adam Yeomans went into Guitar about a month or so ago, trying out Epi Dots. And the setups on them weren't great. But generally speaking, they played pretty well. And they sounded, I mean, considering they had Epi stock pickups in them, they sounded really good. And you know that if you were just to modify that with some nice pickups, a little bit of decent hardware and a good setup, that would be an absolutely solid workhorse. So, yeah, I mean, I think we've been sensible about that and basically said neither win. So
yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for as well. If you're looking for something with single coils, then you're obviously going to have to go Squier, because Epiphone, unless you want an SL, don't particularly do them.
Yeah, and I don't think those SL single coils are particularly single coily, are they?
No, and then then it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for something else, like, I mean, Squier are hitting it out of the park at the moment. Those what are the modern ones that they've got with the
contemporary
headstock that they've just contemporary stuff.
Yeah,
and they've got all sorts of other stuff. Like you whatever you want from a guitar, Squier are doing.
Yeah, I mean, they've got that.
You can't say that about Epiphone.
Yeah, they've got that kind of bottom end of the market like sewn up, haven't they? All of your kind of beginner up to like where you're kind of talking like beginner getting into like serious gigging. They've got that absolutely sewn up. Like you say, they've got the contemporary series for the more modern feel. They've got the classic vibe if you want to just straight up have your classic Tele or Strat tones. And even like the Affinity and the Bullet stuff, apparently these days the quality is pretty banging out of the shop. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to change the question from like Squier or Epiphone to pretty much like youngsters have got it fucking good these days, haven't they?
Yeah, it's a bit different from 10 years ago.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. Because I remember, like, we had Squiers and we had Epiphones. But
I just remember those bolt-on neck Les Pauls.
Yeah, the old Special 2s.
Special 2s. Oh, my God.
Yeah. We've come a long way, haven't we? We've come a long way.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're going to end it. In fact, actually, we're going to end it. I was just going to... Right.
We're going to do the other
question. We're going to do it, but it's going to be a round robin style, just straight out the park. Boom, boom, boom. Right. Question, bridge pickup or neck pickup? Go. Matt.
Bridge pickup.
That was Paul, but yeah, bridge pickup. Matt. He's...
Bridge pickup.
Bridge pickup. You're wrong, it's the neck pickup. So yeah.
I mean, I think we've talked about this fairly recently.
We have. I was
I
jamming
think it depends what you're looking for, because I will admit, when I'm playing rhythm, I tend to be very much bridge pickup.
Yeah.
When I play lead, I do generally stick to the bridge pickup, but there are times when you just have to have that creamy neck pickup sound.
That's literally what I said about 2 Castor or 3 or 4 Castor, whenever it was. Yeah. I said exactly the same thing. Rhythm, I play on the bridge just because I need to cut through, and then sometimes for lead, you need that creamy, warm goodness, so I flick over to the neck.
I bet you do, you dirty bastard.
over my ears.
Indeed. That's it. Bridge pickup coming in your ears. I mean, I was having an argument about this bridge pickup versus neck pickup on the internet this week, and I was finding it quite compelling. Essentially, it boils down to what is the application that you need to use it for. But I use like a lot of the time I'm on like the middle setting, so bridge and neck at the same time, for my kind of rhythmy stuff. And then when I'm doing lead work, it's like 9 times out of 10 it's on the neck pickup, just to kind of cut the harshness out and get that really kind of like bluesy metallic telly neck pickup going on.
But that's because you're wrong and you use single coils.
Single coil. That's a fight for another day, that is, isn't it? That is a fight for another day.
I've got to admit, actually, if I'm after a single coil sound, I do tend to stick to the neck pickup rather than the bridge pickup.
Oh yeah, single coils.
Bridge single coils are shit.
Yeah, bridge single coils, they take a little bit of finesse, don't they?
You have to use that control with the T on that I never use and don't have on one of my guitars. You have to use one of them if you use the bridge single coil. Volume, that's the one. Volume.
Right, and because we've degenerated in silliness, I'm going to end it there. Just life, I'm just going to end it there.
Please don't.
So, if you want to catch us, guys, on Tinterwebs, you go Fret Talk Podcast. Search us up in Facebook groups. You'll find us. We are all there. You can get your news stories, your questions. You can get basically involved in the podcast and get yourselves almost like you're here to chatting to us via the medium of groupage. If you want to catch me online, you go facebook.com/budgetpedalchap, instagram.com/budgetpedalchap, youtube.com, and then type in Budget Pedal Chap. Not been that active recently. That's because I've been busy as balls. That will probably change soon. So look out for some cool stuff. Matt, you are Heel_Matt Q at Twitter. That's the one.
Yeah.
And you have literally, before this podcast, you were fresh off the Bad Bookers podcast as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I recorded a Bad Bookers podcast about 4 minutes before I started the call for this podcast.
So you are casting like a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I was on that for an hour and 25 minutes. I left before the end of it because we started late and it started. Basically, it degenerated like this one. I can see a pattern when I'm on podcasts. The end of them start to degenerate.
Hey, but I'm steering this ship, aren't I? I'm steering this ship. And Paul, you are facebook.com/Don't Panic Blackpool, is it? Or is it Don't Panic?
Don't Panic Blackpool, yeah.
Hey, see. There's a reason why I steer this ship. Occasionally, I know what I'm doing. So, from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Mr. Matt Quine, from our good friends, Mr. Paul Mason, we're going to say thank you for listening tonight. And tatty bye.
Tatty bye.
Good night.
We have casted the shit out of this pod.